big Brim shit. So peep this. I'm just graduating from high school. I go all the way to Kansas to a school up there to play football, right? So I'm a freshman up here. I don't know nobody. I had to ride the bus up this motherfucker because we wasn't allowed to have cars the first semester or some shit like that. Or maybe I just didn't have no. I don't remember. I know I rode the bus up there. I didn't have no wheels. So yeah, freshmen we weren't supposed to have cars up there. I don't think. So I go up this motherfucker, and I don't know nobody. So of course, only people I'm really talking to is niggas that I played football with. And I end up, you know what I'm saying, getting booed with some niggas from Kansas City. I'm in the state of Kansas, so they from Missouri, from Kansas City, Missouri. So a nigga in my running back group, a little short nigga named Ryan, little stocky short nigga, he played running back. So me and him, we do drills and work out together in the same group. So of course I talked to him, you know what I'm saying, end up getting booed with him. Well, he came to school from KC with two other niggas from his, not only his hometown, from his neighborhood. So it was another nigga that played linebacker, and then it's a third nigga that they just convinced to come to college because he was just a street nigga and they was, you know what I'm saying, trying to look out. So they convinced him to come to school. So it was them three and me. So, you know what I'm saying, we used to mob together, sit in the room, talk shit or whatever. And we didn't have no car up there at this point. All the older niggas, you know, they done already been up there. Some of them had wheels, and the ones that didn't have wheels, they already knew bitches or people from the town and shit that had cars. So they used to get out of there on the weekend. So it was really just like all the freshmen there. So we decide one night, like, we bored as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And like, we finna do something. So we take off walking. Just gonna find something to get into. So we make it like a half a mile away from the school, and we run into an apartment complex. And as we get to the apartment complex, we see a couple cars and shit out there, like, and we hear some music. So of course we follow the music. We go to find out what apartment it is. We see a door that's open, and you know what I'm saying, and people coming in and out the door. Now keep in mind that this town was 50% white, 48% Mexican, and 2% other. And you can imagine what the other was. I only seen one black person in the whole town that didn't go to the school. So it just keep that shit in your mind. Like, wasn't no niggas in this town at all. So as we standing outside, we see folks, you know, Mexicans going in and out the houses, and we hear rap music. I don't know what song. Didn't think we even recognized the song, but we just know that it was rap music. So we standing out there deciding to go in. At this time, I had met a chick that I was in class with, and goddamn, well, let me go and give you that right quick. That ain't gonna take about 2 minutes. Let me tell you how I bumped into my little white bitch up there. So I'm waiting on her text before I can go to her dorm anyway. But let me tell you how I bumped into her. It ain't gonna take long. So check this. You know, in class or whatever, if you've been to college, like, they had little groups. So if you missed any of the work or assignments, you could hit in your group. It was like 6 or 7 people in each group, and you had to write your name and number down on a sheet, and everybody get each other information. So, you know what I'm saying, you'll have people to hit up if you miss something. I never used the shit, you know, and one day I'm walking to the chow hall, the lunchroom, pardon me, man, that prison shit, and got into it, nigga. I'm walking to the lunchroom, and it's one of the days we didn't have workout. So as I'm eating the shit, I get a text that say, "Damn, I think you so sexy. Room 306 in the bricks." So I asked one of the niggas at the table, like, "Bro, what's the bricks?" He's like, "That's the girl dorm over there behind such and such." So I'm like, damn. So I write back and say, "Who this?" She say, "Come see." So I hurry up and eat my shit, and goddamn, so I'm walking to the bricks. I find the room number, is upstairs and shit. I find the room number, knock on the door. it just opened a little bit. So I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Oh, I hope this ain't no goddamn. So when I go into the room, kid you not, man, on West Side Brims, bro, this bitch is in this whole butt naked. I don't even say hey, nothing. Straight like that. That's the first time I got some pussy when I was in Kansas. You know what I'm saying? That simple, that quick, just like that. But anyways, back to the store. So we standing outside the apartment complex, and we see the apartment upstairs that got some music playing and motherfuckers going in and out the door. So we out this bitch trying to decide if we gonna go in that bitch or not. We 4 deep, me and the 3 niggas from KC. So we out that bitch. So I'm like, bro, we done walked all the way out here, bro. We might as well check it out. None of us old enough to buy liquor, no beer, nothing. So, you know what I'm saying? We all sober, just bored, looking for some shit to do. So I lead the way. They follow me. We go up the steps, and we going to the party. They having a little house party and shit. You know what I'm saying? Got the music playing. Got beers on the counter and shit. So we up there. We just walk in there. We kind of play the wall. So a little Mexican come up like, hey, man, what's up, man? You know what I'm saying? Speaking of shit. And they spoke English, but it was that real heavy accented. You know what I'm saying? You could tell they spoke Spanish to each other, but they spoke enough English to talk to us. So, long story short, it's love. Nigga, they hand us some bills. You know what I'm saying? They had some little bullshit ass weed they had in the air and shit like that. And it was all love. You know what I'm saying? So we throwing the Coronas back and we vibing with the Migos. You know what I'm saying? Now, keep in mind, like, the 3 niggas from KC, the one street nigga, now, he claimed that he was a member. He was Crippin'. But the other niggas, they was just, I guess they was from a Crip neighborhood or something like that called 4-5. So if anybody from Kansas City, Missouri know about 45th, let me know. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, so it's love in there. We in this bitch drinking with the, you know what I'm saying, with the Mexicans and shit. Not really too much talking to them that much because the music playing. So we kind of sticking over there around each other. And you know what I'm saying, we getting our drink on. So by the time the liquor kick in, the nigga that didn't play football, he was the personality out there group. You know what I'm saying? He was the entertainer, a funny guy. You know what I'm saying? But he was bull. I fuck with old, we call him Lips. That's his name. We called him Lips. I think his real name was Darren or something, but nigga called the nigga Lips or whatnot. So when the liquor started kicking in, bro started freestyling and shit. So you know what I'm saying? We listening to the Mexican rap music and he over this bitch rapping and shit. So of course, that's my shit. So I backed on. You know what I'm saying? I come behind him. I'm doing my shit. So you know what I'm saying? We end up going back and forth. And I want to say the nigga fucked around and said some shit about Alabama or some shit being funny. So it turned into him and me going back and forth, getting on each other's ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting on him, you feel me, talking about him, he janking and shit. We going back and forth, you know, but we all having fun. It wasn't nothing serious. We just passing the time and shit. So as we rapping this shit, we going back and forth. While he rapping, I look up and I see that it's like 3 or 4 Mexicans that came up behind, you know what I'm saying? They bobbing their head to the music, like listening to my boy rapping shit. So after he got down rap, you know, I cut him off, I do my shit or whatnot. So they kind of like get ahead now, like shit, go ahead, do your thing, you know what I'm saying? So the little Migo jump in that bitch and start rapping with us, you know what I'm talking about? So now it's 2 of them. So now they going and then we going. And what ended up happening was the nigga Lips, we drunk and shit. So as he rapping, I can't even think of the whole bar. He said, well, one of the Migos said something. He like, something said, why you said that? I put the 9 to your spine, turn your ass into a wetback. You know what I'm saying? And it was just a bar nigga being funny, but I remember that part about the wetback. And from that point, shit started getting a little tense. So now I really couldn't even understand the Mexicans while they was rapping. It was just like bobbing my head like, oh, he's staying on beat though. You know what I'm saying? But I really can't even make out what he's saying for real. But I do remember hearing clearly the motherfucker said porch monkey. I do remember that shit. So after that, when it was my turn to get on, I'm on him. I'm on him. I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying, fucking his daddy daughter, sending them across the border. I'm on some shit like that. I'm getting on him. So when Lips turn to rap, so now it's more and more people coming around us, you know, coming around the niggas rapping. So like now the party done shifted over here to where we at. So while Lips was rapping, the two niggas from KC that came with us, they standing over here on my side. I feel something tap me over here. Of course, you know what I'm saying, same as I am now, like I had my rag on me. So the nigga, I feel a tap on this side of my shoulder. When I turn around, I see a Mexican with a red bandana. He say, Azteca. Like, you know what I'm saying? You good. You only got the red rag, like, Azteca. So I'm like, shit, 6 Deuce Brim, nigga, what's happening? You know what I'm talking about? And it was like, you good with us. That's kind of like what was insinuated, like, you good with us. So once I seen that, I'm like, yeah, you feel we got some homies in here, even though they wasn't bloods, they just had on red or whatever. But then I started noticing, after Lips rap, you know, the Mexicans go to rapping and shit. I'm like, bro, it's a lot of Mexicans in here with all blue on. I don't even know, you know what I'm saying, they politics or they set up or none of that shit, but I'm just noticing, like, once I end up, you know what I'm saying, meeting a nigga that had on the red, and it was like 10 of them niggas in there that had on the red. They wasn't all flame, but I remember a nigga having on a red flannel. Then one nigga had on like a red and black shirt, and the one that had the red rag, you know what I'm saying? I remember like they was flaming though. So the niggas that we was rapping against, the two Mexicans, the niggas that was behind them had on blue. Go figure. So goddamn, as the, you know what I'm saying, we rapping back and forth and shit. Now at this point, when he tapped me, Lips was rapping. So after Lips rap, the Mexican come back in and they rapping and shit. So goddamn, as they rap, as the Migos rapping, a little short bald head Mexican, push his way through they little crowd, through the two little Mexicans that's rapping, and he yell out, Sureño! You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, the fuck? So the niggas that's behind me, or the Mexicans that's behind me, one of these niggas pulled, like, kind of, you know, scoot us to the side and come step in between us to the Mexican that made his way up to the front. So it's kind of like these two done faced off. So it's like, all these motherfuckers in here, but they ahead of both crowds and they like up into each other's face. So he don't even bang back. I guess he just got banged on. But the nigga that had on the red that made his way through the crowd, he say, fuck Sureño. And just one lick. Bow! And when I tell you the little Mexican that fell, that came through that had the blue on, that yelled Sureño out, he fell back like he caught the Holy Ghost in church, just fell back into his crowd. And when he did that, it's like both of the crowds just converged on each other. And we right here in the middle. We right in the middle. So the crowd just, but I got size on me, nigga, like 210 at the time, maybe like 205 or some shit. Told you one of the niggas that, you got the little nigga that played running back, he like 5'7", 5'8", but he rock solid. He like a little knot, you know what I'm saying? And the other nigga that played ball was like 6'1", 230. He played linebacker. Big light-skinned nigga. You know what I'm saying? So really wasn't, most of these Mexicans that was in here was little as hell. So it wasn't like we was just smushed into it. Like nigga kind of pushed niggas out the way. You know what I'm saying? Made our way to the out the door. So we going out the door and shit. So make sure all us was together and shit, all for us. We go down the steps out the apartment. We walking up out that bitch like, hell no. When we make it to the bottom of the steps, nigga hear glass breaking. Look up to the apartment, see a chair halfway stuck out the window like, these motherfuckers is up this bitch brawling. So we goddamn walk clear to the other side of the parking lot. It's more cars and shit pulling up. It's a group of like 5 or 6 of the niggas that had on red. We see them coming up out the door, bumping, fighting their way up out the door. They fighting their way up out the door. They coming down, so they come down the steps. As they come down the steps, it's more cars and shit pulling up in the parking lot. Nigga, one car pull up. Like 3 niggas hop up out that bitch that had on blue. The group of about 5 or 6 niggas that just came up out the door go straight on them niggas. Straight to them. As they don't even get out the car good. These niggas go straight on their ass. And they fighting. Bro, it was so brazy because niggas that was pulling up, I seen niggas pulling up, seen a nigga grab a bat out the car. I want to say I saw a chain. No guns. These motherfuckers battling like 1970s, like the movie The Warriors. You hear me? It was some weird shit. Like, I ain't see no fire. Like, these niggas really came to fight. You know what I'm saying? But we on the other side of the parking lot now just like, damn. These niggas is, so the fight that made it out the apartment complex to now niggas in the parking lot getting it in. And we just sitting on the side looking at their ass like, bro, this shit crazy. We ain't get a chance to get at no bitches or nothing. They getting it in. So, of course, we not involved in the shit. So a nigga just sit there and watch until goddamn, woo, nigga, about 5 police cars pulled up. Even the campus police security car pulled up. When that shit happened, we, out that motherfucker. So we run all the way back to the goddamn, to the campus. We stayed on the 4th floor. That was the freshman floor. So we run all the way back to the campus. We go up to the 4th floor. We sitting up that bitch talking about the shit. Then I get the little text from my white bitch and I bonk out. You know what I'm saying? But later on, the nigga ended up finding out that, nigga, them was the 2 gangs of the city. Wasn't no Bloods up there. Wasn't no Crips up there. I met a nigga, though. Want to say nigga claimed bounty hunter from Texas. But, you know, niggas from that went to the school is from other places and shit. So they wasn't no fact. I'm talking about the city politics with all the Mexican population, because it was like a normal city, except the black people of the city or the ghetto and shit was replaced with Mexicans, you know? So them was the gangs of the city, a gang called Aztecs or Azteca, and you had the Serenos. And then was the Bloods and Crips of their town or whatever. And goddamn, so we found out that shit happened more often than not. Whenever they in the same spot, nigga, it's action. And that was my first experience. Like, we got caught right in the middle of that shit without even knowing where we was or what was going on or none of that shit. It was brazy as fuck. But it was like, shit, that's how it be. That's how it be. Like, even when I was in Mississippi going to school, you know what I'm saying, I ended up getting booed with some vice lord niggas because nigga ended up pulling up on me trying to check me, telling me I had my flag on the wrong side. And I'm like, I don't bang to no left. And he like, now how you vice lord? How you vice lord? I'm like, bro, I ain't no vice lord, nigga. I'm 6 dude Brim. And that's how a nigga end up getting booed with the vice lords out there and shit, you know what I'm saying, in the town. Then I go to jail and goddamn really lock in with the IV. Yeah, I don't know what that was. But really locked in with the IVLs. But shit, I just wanted to run that by y'all, give y'all a little taste of that shit, man. Like, nigga can make a movement about all this shit I done viewed and been through, you know what I'm saying?
God, keep me out the way of these niggas. Caught my pistol, told my granny for to pray for a nigga. You can't call that boy your brother cause you ate with a nigga.